Welcome to this week's episode of Relly and Relly. Read Reddit stories and Relly. No. What the fuck is this?
Rell-ationship Dell-iberations.
Yeah! Very bad. I'm Relly.
And I'm Relly.
Today we have some amazing stories from Am I the Asshole? Are we going to keep that?
I don't know, Miss Saigon. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna roll with the punches.
We're gonna see. I might cut some of it.
I can't even say it.
Dell-iberations.
I can't say it without
Relly
doing
Delly.
a fake accent.
Yeah.
Relly and Delly. But yeah, we're here.
Still searching for a full actual new name.
Yeah, we might have to really take
what
some time.
this
But this
is.
Rell-ationship Dell-iberations
Is
turning me.
But True Jackson, this is gonna be
Wait,
difficult
what?
to cut because I'm cutting the majority of this. But okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on this next episode. We have stories. All of them are coming straight from Am I the Asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Our relationship stories.
Yes.
We're gonna finish out the month of April before we move on to different types of relationships. So these are all romantic, or at least involving romantic.
Right.
I think one of them might involve a work relationship, but it does involve the person's wife.
Okay.
I'm Relly. I read the titles and the stories. I only read the titles ahead of time. Delly knows nothing about any of these stories. He's
At
hearing
all.
it the first time you hear it. He's hearing it right now. And I just read the titles, skim for length. So I'm pretty surprised too when I'm reading it. But without further ado, let's begin. Okay. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole because I refuse to finish a story if my husband interrupts?
Finish a story if my husband interrupts.
Yeah. No. Because as somebody who's often very... I feel like we both do it, but I probably do it way more.
You be interrupting my stories?
Yeah. Or...
Probably.
Yeah. Not even stories, but...
Like whatever I'm doing, like if I'm listening to something or watching, you know.
No, but I think this is going to be like she's trying to tell him something and he's interrupting her talking.
You know, I was so
You
out
couldn't even
there on
understand
I couldn't even
concept
process it.
of interrupting.
But yeah, I thought they were talking about like you listening to Audible, you're listening to stories online, and someone keeps interrupting you while you're listening.
No. I think it's like she's trying to tell him and he's interrupting her and she's just like, I'm done. And
she just stops telling her story.
Yeah. No, okay, this is the thing.
So she just stopped telling her story when she get interrupted.
She's done, yeah.
You
ruined
it.
I think I'm probably the one who interrupts. But I think with you don't interrupt. You ask me something. I think how I speak. I say the thing I think people want to know first. And then I say other stuff. And either I'm talking too long or because I said it first, it's not fully received. Okay. And then people ask like, but what was the thing? And I said, I literally started the conversation by saying that. And I say that all the time and I know it pisses people off. So it's not that I'm being interrupted.
Right.
You have questions at the end of it, and it's like digging, but it's like I already said this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes you're talking, and I'll be like, wait, what? Wait, what is this? Wait,
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Like this is the story.
Yeah.
Because I think too, I know so. When I tell a story for effect.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell the story normally exactly how it happened. And you know, it's just you're gonna get to the punchline or whatever it is when you get to it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think my lack of patience shines the most in those moments, especially if it's something that I think is like bad or like I have some news. So earlier today, and I'm like, tell me, please. But okay.
Yes.
Am I the asshole because I refuse to finish his story if my husband interrupts? That's all I really have to ask. Wait. My husband insists on interrupting any story I tell while he is present or either correct me or add to it. Ew.
And see, he ain't even asking questions. He's adding to it or correcting your verbiage or whatever.
Yeah. The latest example was today. We are visiting his parents for Easter. Theme of the week. And I was telling them about our plans for our vacation this summer. We are doing a Mediterranean cruise. Theme of the fucking week. Who are you?
Who are you?
This bitch. For those of you who don't know, we're literally in the process of discussing a cruise as well as we were recently discussing Easter.
Correct.
Let me find out this bitch is somebody in the family.
Let me tell you.
My goodness. I was saying how it starts in Rome, and he interrupted me to say it was a cruise of the Greek Isles, which it is. And it starts from Rome, bitch. So I stopped talking and let him finish the story, which he doesn't know. He doesn't know any of the ports of call or excursions. Literally, all he knows is that the cruise starts and ends in Rome.
Okay.
He kept pressing me to add information, and I politely declined. I said he was so anxious to talk about how the cruise started in Rome, he must know all about it. He is off sulking because his parents think he's an idiot for not knowing anything besides that one tidbit. He said, I made him look bad, so he's sleeping in his little sister's room.
Oh.
She still has a twin bed. Lucky for him, she is with the fiance's family this weekend. So, am I the asshole for allowing him to finish every story of mine he chooses to insert himself into, whether he knows about the subject or not?
No, that's actually hilarious.
Hell no.
You know, in my mind, they were talking to each other.
Right.
But she's telling stories to other people.
That's worse.
That is worse. And that's more embarrassing or frustrating for her. And so in my mind, she's telling a story to somebody. He interrupts. She just stops talking, goes deadpan in the face, and walks off.
Absolutely.
That's what I visualize in my mind.
Absolutely.
But she does stick around.
She stick around because she want to watch the carnage and being a
watch
dumbass.
You flail around like a magic heart.
And that's so crazy. Even on what we were discussing, I actually had not even considered that it was other people.
We would never do that.
Absolutely not.
And
that's disgusting.
I think we do that. Like, we tell stories together.
Yeah.
When we're telling somebody something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's more like, well, also this right here.
Also, and
yeah, it's addendums. It's not correction.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have. One, I wouldn't take offense to you correcting me. And also, I think it's in the tone and the history of us. And it reminded me of Make Some Noise, that kind of like a sketch group show. Love you guys. If you guys hear this, fucking love you. You guys are amazing.
Make Some Noise is good.
There was an episode of it where two of them were doing that. They were like that annoying couple who can't get through a story. And they were just like playing with each other in hair. The one guy like is like picking bugs out of her hair and eating it. He was like, "Oh, love you so much. Oh, we're going to Rome. Oh no, it's haram." And they were like just so lovey-dovey, and like adding to the story in like an unnecessary fashion. And that's probably more aligned to like what we would be like, other than like. Actually, it's not the Greek Isles. It's Rome.
It's not that.
Like,
we're telling a story together, then we go off on like tangents, like Transform. You know what I'm saying? Like, we start doing our inside shit. They're like, what the hell? But back to the story.
I think it what it feels like is his intent is to embarrass her and to undercut her, and that's something that would never occur. So because of that, of course she's short, because. That wasn't even important information for you. This has been
stacking for a minute.
Yeah, because she says always. She gave us one scenario, but she said always and never. So that means that he's been doing this, and he does this to the point that she got here. I don't think she just woke up today. Honestly, OP, I don't think you're wrong. You're not even doing anything rude. You're not even being aggressive. You're not even yelling or carrying on. He interjected, and you graciously allowed him to continue the story, with which he couldn't, because he had no information.
This was the perfect time for you to enact that plan as well.
Yeah.
Because he literally had nothing else but that.
Not a damn speck of information, and it was public.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are enabled by their families to be really bad and bad to their partners. Like, girl, what?
Yeah.
But his parents probably already know, but now they really realize how ridiculous he is for doing that.
For sure.
Now we do have an edit.
Ooh. Okay.
To answer the most common question I've read in the comments, which of the 100 of times the conversation happened? The first time he did it, he said he didn't realize he was interrupting.
Okay.
The 5th time he did it, he said that it wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay.
So now, first you feigning ignorance. Now you trying to like.
And we could have gave you the first one.
Absolutely.
Some people just have their own personality type.
And
they don't realize what they're doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But 5 times around,
he decided that I don't give a fuck anymore. He even tried in the first 2 or 3 times, and he realized, bitch, I got to interrupt you. And I can't stop, and it's not that big of a deal. Now, the last time, roughly number 100, he said he couldn't help himself, and that's just the way he was. And I needed to understand he wasn't able to change. Yuck.
That's this is your husband.
Fuck.
But I mean, he gonna learn today. He's gonna learn through this method.
Absolutely.
He can't change. Let's see. Let's see if you can. Let's see.
He's so ridiculous. Top comment: the resentment is building. I think
that is gonna be it's gonna get better or worse.
Yeah. Somebody else said, "Does not bode well. The 4 horsemen of divorce, ahoy."
Ooh.
And somebody said, "Resentment, contempt, lack of respect, indifference."
Damn.
Sound like Beyonce song.
I didn't know that was a thing. It do sound like Beyonce song.
Girl. Well, you are not the asshole.
Yeah, we say you're not the asshole. I don't think divorce is on the horizon. I'm on the optimistic side. And I think he's going to learn from this.
I really do, because it needs to be public. I really do hope that he doesn't let this become something bigger.
Because you don't have to be that. You're not diagnosed with any kind of compulsion or anything.
No.
And if you do feel that way, get checked out.
Yeah. Okay. Our next story. Am I the asshole for telling my boss to apologize to my wife?
I'm sure not.
Yeah, I don't see how.
Wife first.
Absolutely.
Over boss.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, she would literally have to be a monster.
She would have to
be.
Who did
something crazy,
and they do exist.
Or came down to the job and showed her ass.
Monster spouses do exist. So she could have been down there. She could have pulled a gun. I don't know.
Nah, that's wild.
shooting up the lobby. I don't know what's going on. With a damn revolver, a cowboy revolver.
Okay, a little snub nose.
Listen.
Keeping the clavage. Mm-hmm. All right. My boss called twice at 5:50 a.m.
Whoa.
Why?
That's very
I was in the bathroom. After I didn't answer, he called my wife at 5:55 a.m. Bitch.
What do you do? What is your job?
Who are you? Right. And woke her up to get me. She later told me that she was super freaked out, thinking something happened to me. She had no idea in the moment if I was home or not. For sure,
yeah.
Right? That would freak her out. You being woken out of your sleep. You're in the bathroom.
You gotta catch yourself. All that's going on. Yeah.
When I wake up, it's kind of like being born again. Like every single time I have to remember who I am, where I am, what I am, that I exist on this physical plane. And it's very jarring. 98% of the time when I wake up.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. The kicking and screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It was over a customer machine that was not working, that I was programming the day prior. I rushed in and it was indeed working, albeit they suffered some downtime on 3rd shift. I called him out in an email and said this was unacceptable behavior and demanded an apology to my wife. Am I absolutely crazy? No, baby.
No. I mean, I have so many questions.
Yeah, but I still got some more. To me, it's common sense to wait until 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. unless it's literally a matter of life and death.
Correct.
And that's the entire story. Babes.
Is it a customer machine?
Yeah. He doesn't say what he does. I don't know. Maybe like a register or something?
That's what the first thing I thought too, like a register. And I'm like, my first thing is like, that's the only one? Is there more of them? Like, is it really that pressing?
bitch to, first of all, OP, you're doing everything right.
Yes, absolutely.
And you know, I think I've seen some comments where people was like, how the fuck did he get your wife's number? Emergency contact.
Probably.
And if so, your boss is sick in the head.
Very.
That would ras me up. For somebody to call you or wake you up out of your sleep to ask me about something about work when I'm not at work, baby. Yeah. I'm not on call. So why do you need me right now? I'm obviously coming to work today.
Right.
You could wait. It's not even a respectful hour to call anybody.
He rushed into work only to find that the customer machine was working just fine.
Yeah, there's no updates. There's nothing to say. Like, who's even questioning if this was the right thing? You did the right thing. Maybe your boss is trying to check you in the email.
Right.
But no, that's unacceptable. It's an improper use of, like, emergency contact information.
Right.
That's what it's for, an emergency.
That feels like a violation in itself.
Yeah.
You're reaching out to my emergency contact regarding work stuff.
For literally nothing.
A non-emergency. Yeah. So no, you're not the asshole for getting them together for calling your wife at 5:55 in the morning. That's crazy.
That is the most absurd and ridiculous thing.
Yeah. Seek further or different employment. You know,
I definitely think so.
Because this is, I mean, maybe this will help. Hopefully, you know, y'all get this together and you can stay. But if not, that's crazy. That's crazy work to be dealing with somebody who's calling you there early.
Yeah. We're going to move on to our final story for today.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my bestie's boyfriend that she slept with another guy after she snitched on me?
Ooh.
You know what they say? Every tit got a tap, boo.
Oh, I didn't know they were saying that. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
But what I will say is no, because she shouldn't have snitched on you.
No, both you bitches are grimy.
Both of y'all do sound grimy. Both of y'all do sound sleazy.
Cheaters.
But if y'all doing what y'all do, you know, y'all need to be in this together.
Why would she snitch on you knowing that she living in a glass tent?
Exactly. Not even a house.
Whores don't have homes.
Damn.
Copyright that. Merch. Somebody put that on a shirt. Bars.
Right.
All right, I'm done. I'm on fire.
About to pass out.
My goodness. Okay. Me and my bestie went clubbing last year with a group of friends.
Okay.
Girls. She did in parentheses.
Girls.
I was and still am single.
Okay.
But my friend was in a relationship. They had a little fight, so she just wanted to go out and have some fun.
Okay.
A couple of guys approached us at the club, and we were both dancing with them. The guy I met was really good looking and also very sweet, so we exchanged numbers. We went out again after that with the same guys.
Okay.
It was really fun. My friend was making out with her guy the whole time, and me and mine did too. We ended up going back to their place and spent the night there. The next day, my friend told me that the guy I was with already had a girlfriend. They'd apparently been together for 3 years. And that she was a pretty popular influencer. She got the TikTok. Baby.
I mean, she probably got the TikTok, and also she was making out with his friends.
Right.
Damn, your friends told you out? Oh, so many levels.
Listen, okay?
Carry on.
She thought I already knew and still chose to stay with him. I don't use TikTok. It is TikTok.
Wow.
I don't use TikTok much, so I didn't even know they were dating. Also, it was the first time I met that guy.
Right.
I felt really bad, and when he contacted me after, I didn't respond and cut all contact. Recently, me and my friend had an argument and didn't talk for a while. But we made up after a week. Then I found out that the influencer broke up with him. She and her friends suddenly started following me on Instagram, so I followed them back. One of her friends texted me, calling me a selfish bitch and a homewrecker. I instantly knew she was talking about that night. It was just a one-night thing, and I didn't even know he was in a relationship. My best friend was following her too, so I called her panicking. She told me that when we fought, she hung out with them, felt bitter, blacked out, lies. You didn't black out, bitch. No. Blacked out and told them that I slept with her boyfriend last year. She apologized to me while crying. I got so mad because I had no idea he even had a girlfriend.
Right.
I immediately reacted and texted her boyfriend, telling him she slept with another guy while they were still dating.
Mean girl.
She keeps calling me and I haven't picked it up. Am I the asshole? No, mama. You the cunt, mama. But
yeah,
I approve.
That was happening quickly.
Listen, the claws were out.
Listen, the Instagram was going on. She saw the message. She called her friend. Her friend said this. She started crying. She texted the boyfriend. Like it was wild. What a whirlwind. No, I'm gonna still say you're not the asshole. Even though you were innocent in this, you didn't know that guy had someone, and you're still single now. That's on. I mean, she was doing what she was doing. She in a relationship, and then she had the audacity.
Yeah,
it's the glass tent all over again.
And she's emotionally ignorant. The fact that you get upset and you just start spilling tea, babes.
Right, because you didn't black out. Blackout people don't say anything.
Do you? Oh my goodness, my gracious! I hate a bitch who love to blame
alcohol or substance
for
yeah. That's something you wanted to do anyway.
For telling the lies and for telling the truth. For betraying people and for spilling the tea, girl, you did
that's something
that.
You wanted to do anyway. You didn't want to do it, even if you were drunk, it wouldn't lead you to.
How did you get to going out with the influencer friend?
Sweetie. Listen.
Specifically on a weekend that we fell out.
Specifically,
like baby tea.
You had intentions.
You did.
Mean girl.
This is what you wanted.
Yeah.
And you got what you wanted, and baby, you got what you were looking for.
You wanted. That kickback.
Okay? That is nuts. This isn't even what I thought. You didn't even cheat on somebody.
Exactly.
You didn't even actively cheat. You didn't even continue the relationship once you found out.
It was literally one night.
You stopped interacting with him when you found out that he was cheating with you.
Bestie was weird anyway, because she was like, you know, first of all, she out of information.
Yeah.
Second of all, the way she was like, you've been making out with him. Like, it was only one night. I didn't know any of this. You just found all this out.
You just found this out too.
I assume.
Also,
I don't know.
Rewinding. Why are you coming to me about me sleeping with someone in a relationship when you're in a relationship sleeping with someone? You need to be talking to the guy you're sleeping with that night and give him the rundown because you're in a relationship.
That part.
There's honestly something really twisted in some people who do things like this and just can't understand.
Ooh.
What's the thing? You can't see the plank in your own eye?
Yeah.
Babes. Very wild.
That is
very crazy.
Very wild.
I think that's exactly what she did.
That's given storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a tit for tat situation. It all happened so quickly. Goodness.
Yeah, that friendship is over. Salacious.
Yeah, that friendship is over. I mean, y'all might get back together, but I don't think it's good for y'all. I don't think it's a good relationship or good friendship.
The first chance she got to expose you about something that you had regrets about, she did.
And that you didn't do intentionally.
No. And I also don't think it was her responsibility to go to the influencer because, you know, that also falls in line with my beliefs on closure in most circumstances where it's just like, as a woman, I just wanted you to know that, you know, maybe if they were getting married, maybe if it was like their wedding night, the night of somebody's wedding, that person sleeps with you and don't tell you. I do think at that point I would be like, you cannot marry this man. He lied to me last night. And we slept together.
Maybe that. That's you about to seal your life with somebody who literally
legally in front of God and the government.
Literally cheated on you the night before your wedding.
Somebody has to say something.
Somebody does have to say something. But yeah, I'm like that too. I don't think you really need not, you know, just to be because of women or because we're men, any kind of code like that. And it's so unprovoked. It's given that you weren't really friends with this person, this influencer at all. You just literally sought them out so that you could spill this tea.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah. I do have a comment. They said, I would hate to see how you both treat an enemy. They also said, And people like this don't have friends. Just enemies they haven't gone to war with yet. Everyone is a potential rival in these worlds. It sounds exhausting.
You might be on to something.
Honestly.
Because that bestie, she cutting up.
Yeah. Very, very tragic, babe. Now, it is kind of short. Do you have time for one more?
Sure.
Okay. Now, this going to be a gag.
Uh-huh.
I'm my asshole for being disrespectful and not accommodating my ex and his wife, even though they're having a baby.
No. Because it sounds like they're in your space. So.
Absolute, babe. Your ex. And you know what's so funny? I was literally just talking to my mom about this. And I've said it before. Like, my mom has gotten divorced and has been friends with, like, the new wives. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. my mom really don't give a shit. And that's definitely something that I found very, honestly, inspirational, because it was shit that's like, you're supposed to be mad. You're supposed to not like these people. You're supposed to be mad. You're supposed to be pissed. So it's always great and refreshing to see, like, it doesn't have to be that.
Right.
But you are not also owed. You don't have to inconvenience yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
To salvage whatever relationship, especially with your ex. That's no longer your priority.
Right.
And it sounds like in this story, they're going to be pushing it.
Yeah, it sounds like they are trying to push their limits.
Yeah.
It sounds like they are trying to,
Yeah.
overgo or overshoot or overcome something.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm going to get through this. It is a longer story, but I'm gonna run through this.
Oh, I mean.
Okay. Background.
You got it.
She's a 34-year-old woman. Her ex, Brad, is a 37-year-old man.
I love when they do names.
They have a daughter who's 10, Felicity.
Oh, Felicity!
He lives 3 hours away. He moved and is married to Haley, who is 36.
Nah, it's always a Haley.
Always a Haley.
Always a Haley.
Except for Haley Williams. Love you, baby. Love you, cousin.
Williams, yes.
I'm holding up hearts. You can't see it, but I am. Now, Felicity stays with him for 2 months in the summer and for certain holidays.
Okay.
It's a legal custody order. We do not have a child support order, but he does pay child support that we agreed on, which hasn't changed in 8 years. Okay. Even though I know he's gotten a new job, but whatever, apparently that's not my business. I don't really talk to Brad, but obviously whenever he calls Felicity or vice versa, it's my phone, but we don't talk about anything other than Felicity. Per the order that we wrote and agreed on together, by the way, it wasn't forced on us by a judge. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, all of this they wrote on their own.
Yeah,
okay.
They came up with the agreement together.
Any judge, even like for those 2 months in the summer, the holidays. Oh, okay, this is all. Okay.
Yeah, and she said we don't have a child support order or anything.
Okay.
Felicity stays with him for 8 weeks, starting the Saturday after school ends. She does come back. I don't want to go that long without seeing her. For 2 weekends during this time, it's been this way since she started school. I have a boyfriend, Mark, who's 35, who I've been seeing for about a year. Felicity hasn't met him, but possibly will in the future. You sound very great and responsible.
She does sound very responsible.
Now, it's not that it's a casual relationship or anything. I just don't want to bring a ton of guys around her, so I'm very protective over who I introduce to her. Now let's get to the issue. A few weeks ago, I resent Brad the dates for this summer, and he was okay with it. But after their last call, he asked if he could talk with me, which is never fun. LOL. He said that Haley is pregnant and due at the end of May. So he wasn't going to be able to have our daughter until maybe July. He also said that he'd have to stop sending child support since he's going to be a stay-at-home dad. I'm dealing with that side of things with a lawyer because I don't know who told him that's how it works, but obviously he's an idiot. Ooh! The issue is that Mark and I are going on a cruise that starts the Wednesday after Felicity was supposed to go to her dad's.
Right.
It's a 20-day cruise, and my parents will be taking their annual trip to Europe during that time.
Ooh,
so I have nobody.
Y'all have fun.
They do. I have nobody who would who I would trust to watch her for that long.
Right.
Other than her father. The cruise is paid for and it would cost money to move. Plus, I already have the time off of work approved and it's a whole thing. I told him that wouldn't work and I'd drop her off at the agreed time and day and he need to figure it out. Like I do all year. LOL. Obviously, it's not about having my daughter. I wish I never had to be away from her. And I told him that for the days I'm in town, not on the cruise, I'd be more than happy to have her. He got super angry. I guess the whole cruise thing was triggering and he was like, see, you don't even need child support. If you're going on luxury cruises. No, who said it was a luxury cruise?
Right.
Girl, give me the day, another cruise.
Another cruise. You could take a year or 2 years to pay for a cruise.
Honestly.
Who knows how long I've been paying for this?
Honestly, apparently I shouldn't do anything fun ever so that he can be a stay-at-home dad. He told me I'm disrespecting his wife, who is going to be a first-time mom, and she needs space so that they can figure out the new baby. I get it, but that's not really my problem. I told him again, I have no issue taking her for the days I'm in town, but I'm not moving my trip because they're having a baby. Bitch, people have kids and have more babies. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. He's such a loser. But let me continue. I'm not moving my trip because they're having a baby. I haven't said anything about child support stuff, but my lawyer said it's being handled. Get it, girl. People have older kids and babies all the time and make it work. Ooh. I don't see why they can't figure it out. He said that since it's her first baby, she needs a few weeks to get used to being a mom, which I get. But Felicity isn't there to see her. She's there to be with her dad. She's also 10.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need to be changed or anything super crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, guy? Felicity is excited to see her dad and be a big sister. So she doesn't know any of this is happening, obviously. He has been calling and texting me almost daily about this. Not in a harassing way, but acting like I'm being unreasonable. My parents say they can bring Felicity with them, which would be fine. But like I said, she's really excited to see her dad. She hasn't since New Year's. Wow. You haven't seen your daughter in almost 6 months.
Right.
And honestly...
And now you're trying to push it back even further. Cause
yeah.
If you can.
If you can.
I'll try to see her in June if I, maybe.
Not even June, July.
July, excuse me.
That's
July.
worse.
Yeah.
7 months, 8 months. And honestly, I can't really afford for her to go since the plane tickets have been insane lately. True. He said in our last call that I'm disrespecting them and her motherhood journey. But to me, it's not disrespect. I am just unable to accommodate them. Am I being unreasonable to think he needs to stop making me try to figure this out for him? And then we got edits. No.
Ooh, so at first, I'm not gonna lie. You heard it here first.
Ooh,
at first, I did think she was being unreasonable. I'm like, oh my God, this woman's giving birth. But the more and more I heard, and the more and more got laid out, you're not being unreasonable.
No.
This woman's about to give birth in May.
Yeah.
She didn't just get pregnant.
No.
So you knew months ahead of time if this was going to be too much for y'all. She sent you the dates that y'all always do.
Right.
You could have been told her in January.
Correct.
That, hey, we're thinking about, she's getting further along and we don't know if we're going to be able to do this in summer. That's why her stuff is already locked in, the OP. This is why her stuff is already locked in with the cruise, the days off, everything like that, because this is what we always do. Mm-hmm. I sent you the days, you didn't say anything about it. It's not like she suddenly got pregnant. You could have been said something about this.
Exactly.
Why, now that we're on the eve of, now you want to say,
yeah, because he doesn't care, for one, and two, he's trying to play you, babe.
He is trying to play you, because he's giving that he's going to, I hate to say this, but he's giving that he's going to leave Felicity behind and continue with his new family.
That's exactly what he's trying to do.
That's what
he already doesn't have a relationship with her to that particular degree.
Yeah. A couple, what is it? 4 weeks? 8 weeks in summer? 8 weeks in summer and then a couple of holidays?
A couple of holidays.
Yeah.
To me, that's very wild.
That is very wild.
And
I love that her parents could help though if she wanted to go that route. They could just take Felicity with them to Europe.
Yeah, but I mean that's still something that's
It's
like
still something.
That's not what we agreed. And you still, anything could happen when she goes overseas. Now you gotta mentally prepare also for like your daughter to go overseas super young. Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff happening right now at very short notice.
Yeah.
This was released 9 days ago, so this is in real time.
Fresh.
It's halfway through April.
Yeah.
At the end of April.
We're at the end of April.
Okay, we got like a week next week. That ends April. So you're talking about a decision that needs to be made for something that was set in place for 5 weeks from now. Yeah. And you want to wait till now. Your girl has been pregnant 9 months, really 10 months if you know anything about babies.
Yeah, exactly.
You're irresponsible. You're very disrespectful. It does sound like he's trying to just move on.
Yeah.
And further push her out. And then now you also want to cut chop. You stupid. You don't even know how to dole out bad news.
I don't know.
Or inconveniences.
Yeah.
In like a certain way.
I don't know if he's not inconvenienced. I don't know if he's confused because it wasn't a court order. I don't know. Hopefully they have some documents that they drafted up and signed, even though it wasn't judge ordered.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's why he feel like he can just do whatever he want. I'm about to cut the child support and become a stay-at-home dad.
Well, we about to find out.
Let's see if we got something in this edit and addendum.
Child, yeah, we got like 2 edits. So edit. You don't need to keep telling me to get a lawyer. Please check what she did with the child support. Maybe she did that. Maybe she updated that after. But
okay.
I don't know how many times I have to say that I've already done that and it's being handled. Thanks for looking out for me, but I'm here for your moral judgment more than legal advice. Second edit. I've laid it out to him that he can either figure out his custody time or pay for Felicity's flight to Europe with my parents.
That was the thing. That was the caveat.
That's really good. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Me either.
I won't ask him to pay for them, and I won't either, because if he doesn't have any skin in it, he won't take it seriously. Exactly. Yeah, you can't ask your parents. Your parents probably could, but they shouldn't have to. Right. This is his adjustment, so he needs to find out and make a way and make the sacrifice.
Exactly, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. He knew I always take a June trip. He acknowledged it in December when he said to have known she was pregnant. Mm-hmm. He only started throwing this fit when he found out I was going on my trip with a boyfriend.
That's the crux.
I were to pay for the flights, I can guarantee you that before she left, he would throw a fit and demand his custody time. Mm-hmm. He has been doing this shit to me for 18 years, so I know his game.
Oh, wow. That's the meat and potatoes.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
He was never going to quit his job. He freaking admitted it, and he was just going to change his shifts around. I know it's not about me, but sometimes it's so overwhelming. I don't know. I don't have any advice right now, but just know that bad cops make horrible exes. And yeah.
Wow. She dropped the mic and ran off stage.
Let me tell you something. A helicopter was waiting for her on the roof. Mm-hmm. She flew out of here. That last update edit
was
a
crazy.
Lie. He's a fucking liar. He tried to lie about quitting his job and becoming a stay-at-home dad, so he doesn't have to pay her anymore. And she could think that he's not making any type of money. He knew about the trip since December.
Exactly. But now that he knows she's not going alone or with her friend girls.
Yeah, and she's going with a man.
Exactly.
What? And it's men like this that are sick in the head. Yeah. You have a pregnant new wife.
Yes.
Why the fuck I can't take a cruise?
Yeah.
With somebody else.
Yeah, they were together for a long time too, because 18 years.
And the daughter
Felicity's
is
only
10.
So that means y'all were together 8 years before you had a baby?
Yeah. And they probably having the baby probably ended the relationship.
They got together young too, because she's only 30 something.
Fuck, she's 34.
They must have been high school bitches. Or like middle school bitches. Because 18 is 36.
Yeah. So high school.
Damn.
Girl,
She said high school.
you're not the asshole. And I'm so glad you got the lawyer involved because this is getting too much. And oh my goodness, I just saw another case about this woman going through something similar with a cop husband. Actually, not even a cop, a Marine. And it got very dangerous now.
I imagine.
Guns in the safe gone missing, protective orders and stuff like that. It's very frustrating to watch.
I do feel that way, like when you're dealing with somebody who's in the military or a cop or anything along those lines, like that, security, anything like that. When it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it can get nasty.
It could get nasty. And
I feel like it can really get nasty. And dangerous.
Because in the
they're
support
familiar with firearms, they're familiar with laws and legal stuff. And it's a lot.
Something else we didn't touch on, I think him moving and you move 3 hours away, I think was an intentional choice to further distance himself from having to raise his daughter.
Oh, wow.
And from being around her. It's not something that's just like they're in town.
Yeah.
That he could pop over. It's the reason why it's only for the summer. Yeah. Because we got people that we know that live minutes away and we can't really see them like that.
Yeah, that's true.
3 hours, that's time. You know what I mean?
It's a lot.
My goodness. OP, please protect yourself.
Protect Felicity.
Oh, she was in the comments too.
I feel like she was all up and through because she had to come back with an edit.
Yeah.
Saying that she got an avocado.
You're ridiculous. Let's look at one quick comment. And I might put some more comments up on the screen and you guys can pause and read some more of it. I just don't want to go too much longer. Somebody says, not the asshole. He doesn't get to just pretend his first child doesn't exist just because he made the choice to have another. Also, I would bet even in July he'd balk, saying something about being a new stay-at-home dad and needing to adjust to that without a second kid to look after the whole time. Hopefully the lawyer is handling it to bump up the child support too.
Yeah.
I should say, that's why I got a lawyer despite the cost. I don't care if it has to come from his wife, who's a nice person, by the way, but he doesn't just get to sit at home and do nothing for our own daughter. If he was laid off or something, I'd understand, but he's choosing not to work.
Actively trying to avoid y'all.
Avoid
y'all physically and avoid y'all financially.
These comments are super long. And OP's in there, but you can pause right now. I'm going to put some more comments up on the screen that you guys can take a look at and be able to read. Please know that, like, if you are going through something similar, there are resources that I believe you can be able to have. Fortunately, I don't have access to them right now myself. But definitely getting a lawyer.
I mean, OP is definitely on the level.
Than done. But
She's
that's
very responsible. She has her lawyer, and it is easier said than done because lawyers can be expensive.
Absolutely.
But she said she's willing to, shell out that money to make sure that everything is done right. Especially if he's cutting up now with this unofficial deal, y'all might have to actually go to court. So go on and get the lawyer in.
Go and get the lawyer, boo. Yeah. This man is bonkers. But you're doing everything right.
You're doing good,
you played the right game of making sure that you put the ticket purchase in his hands.
Exactly.
And it's his responsibility.
Exactly.
Having this type of agreement. This is not a negotiation, babe.
Right.
You're not doing me a favor. You're a parent. Yeah. You must rear this child, raise this child, and you have responsibilities. Yeah. Both personal, time-based, and financial.
Right.
Get it together. Stop making fucking feet for shoes if you can't be a good parent.
Ooh.
Figure that shit out. Felt like I had something else to say.
I don't know.
But it eludes me right now. Maybe I'll put it into post. But thank you guys so much for joining us here on this video of Relly and Deli Read Stories, Rell-ationship Dell-iberations.
That part.
Please take a look at the 2 other movie reviews that we dropped this week.
Yes.
And get prepared for the month of May, where we have 2 new collaborations with the Real Talk and Banter podcast. Yeah. They will be tagged in the comments.
They will.
Please make sure that you go to their page. Subscribe there, subscribe here. Subscribe there, subscribe here. Follow us on Apple, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, Everywhere, baby. Instagram.
Yeah, wherever.
Reddit.
YouTube.
Submit your stories. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know if you have any movie reviews you want us to watch.
Exactly.
Or any upcoming films in theaters you're super excited to hear us talk about.
All those things. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. We want all that interaction with you guys.
We do, and we appreciate it. And we genuinely do want to talk to you guys.
We do. Believe it or not. Bye.
Bye.